What's up, YouTube? I know y'all are shocked to see a video because your boy's over here being consistent a little bit. Okay, so it's Friday, August the 7th. And my plan is to get this video recorded and at least do some type of, I got a few things around the house that I can actually do. And I'm not quite sure what I want to do, but I know I need to put some content out. A few things that I can do. One thing is, I'm gonna show y'all. So you see these lights right here, the lights came on right here. So I got these right here from like Amazon, fairly cheap. They had a remote to them and you would have to take them off every so often, and charge it and put it back up. But we're gonna upgrade. And we have these. These are the new lights, and these right here are they're gonna be hardwired. They're gonna be hardwired, and and how this is gonna go. If I do, you know what? I think I'm gonna do this task. This is gonna be the task that I'm gonna do in this video. So how that's gonna have to work is, and let me turn the camera around so you all can see, and then I can just explain it to you all while y'all looking at it. Y'all, I promise we're gonna get this content out, but this is the third time I'm recording this video. But anyway, we are here and we're gonna get this content out because I said I'm gonna do it. But before I speak a little more, please forgive me. I say a lot of military terms, a lot of military statements, a lot of terms that may be used in the military, but I spent 20 years in the military, so obviously I'm gonna say things here and there. But instead of calling this a task, I'm gonna call it a to-do list because I feel like task is so military. But anyway, so we are here. How this hardwiring is going to go is it'll be plugged in. It's not gonna be wired into like a breaker box or anything like that. So when I say hardwired, I'm just saying plugged in as opposed to these are battery operated and I have to take those down every so often. So what I am going to do, I'm gonna look on Pinterest or Google or, you know, just look online for a little bit to see where is gonna give me the best placement with these lights. If I put them in the front, the back, or the middle. So I'm gonna look online just to see what's gonna give me the best lighting on my countertop and make it look the best. But what I will have to do is I will drill a hole here, not too big, but I'm sorry, let me see if I can get this. Y'all gonna really have to bear with me because I actually have a whole camera for content creation, but being that we just getting started, you know, back into content creation, we just gonna use our iPhone, this good old iPhone that I have to pay all this money for every month. Not money for every month, but the phone bill for every month. So we're gonna use this good old handy dandy iPhone and get the job done until I get a level of consistency. Then I'll pull out the lights and the camera and all the type of stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna be drilling a hole here. I'm gonna drill a hole here, make it look nice, not too crazy. Then I'll be running a wire up here to drill another hole up there. And then we will be plugging it in back there. So that's how this is going to work. It's real simple to me. You know, it may be a little more for others, but a simple task, simple job, but we're gonna get these lights installed. And the good thing about these lights, I'm in the process of making this house, quote unquote, smart house. And so these lights are gonna be able to work with my Alexa, which I have Alexa in the house. I have Alexa operating a lot of stuff in the house. But this is gonna be another thing that can be operated with Alexa, where I can turn the lights on and off. And then I'm looking here, is it right here? Yeah, so I will be able to buy more lights because in the future, and I'll plug the other set of lights in there, the other string of lights in there. But in the future, I do plan to put more cabinetry up there. And then I wanna have lighting in the open cabinetry, just so when I put things up there, the lights will, you know, put it on display, so to speak. But yeah, eventually we'll do that. But for right now, we're gonna focus on the bottom lights here. And let me do a little research and we will be back recording some content here in a second. How y'all doing? I'm back. Um, so I am gonna do the under cabinet lights, but I have this neighbor here who has, and I know that I need to get like a microphone so y'all can hear me better. But I have a neighbor who has like health issues and things like that. And for like since the beginning of this year, anytime that she needs something, if her daughter, she has one child, and if her daughter can't do it, you know, I just go help her out. And I do that for, you know, I got a mom, and I had grandparents until last year, but I always used to say I do stuff like that, helping other people, so that in the event that my mom or when my grandparents were alive, you know, if people were just willing to just help them with no issue, it's the same thing. That's why I just help her with no issue. But anyway, when I get done with her, when I get done with my neighbor, taking her, running her across town, that's so Southern, running her around to run a few errands, and then I'll come back and I will tackle my lights. And I have a few Amazon packages that came in, and I have a lot of other things that I can be doing also, but we're gonna see how long this video is. And so far, I think that I'm just gonna put that video just to get a video out. I may do a few projects around the house, a few small ones, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I will see you all whenever I get back to the house from running errands with my neighbor. What's up, YouTube? So I'm back at the house. It's been like maybe 4 or 5 hours. I did go and take my neighbor to the store to get some of the things that she needed to get and take her to a few stores. And then I had to go to a few stores, and then I came home and took a nap. So it's been like 3 or 4 hours later. So we are still going to put the under cabinet lights. I'm so sorry. The under cabinet lights. It's so funny how you trying to think about what you're saying while you're recording and whatever. Anyway, one thing that I did do while I was out, I have 2 snakes. I have 2 corn snakes. One of them is a palmetto corn snake, and the other is just a traditional corn snake. The traditional corn snake, her name is Judas, and the palmetto corn snake, her name is Blanco. So nonetheless, I feed them 2 fuzzy mice a week. Some may say that it's a little too much. I understand, but you know, I do it because I do feel like the one little itty bitty mouse is so little food. But I do pay attention to make sure they're not getting overweight or you know, they're not looking overweight, I should say. But anyway, nonetheless, I think that I'm gonna have this in the video also of me feeding my 2 snakes. So if you are a little squeamish, or you have a phobia against snakes, or if you think snakes are demonic or any of that, I'm just gonna advise that you fast forward the video, because the snakes have to eat, and them eating fuzzies is part of life. It's kind of a circle of life situation. So unfortunately, but fortunately, I'm gonna have to feed my snakes. So anyway, but let me get them situated and settled, and I will feed them, and then we can get started on these under cabinet lights. All right. So this is Blanco's enclosure. And what I do is, because I'm on the first floor in my house and I have a dog, I just close that off because Blanco is really small. And the last thing I need is for my dog to grab this little bitty snake, thinking it's a worm or thinking it's something to play with, and then the snake dies. I'd be kind of pissy. But I'm gonna be feeding my, I feed both snakes in the same container. I just feed one first and then go upstairs and feed the other. So tune in as I feed Blanco her 2 mice for today. So Blanco is more than likely in this substrate somewhere. So I'm going to have to look under to see where she is exactly, because she burrows. Corn snakes burrow a lot. So what I'm gonna do is, what's up, Egypt? Look under here and see if I can see where she is. I feel like she's over here in this corner right here. Okay, let's see. funny thing is the snake is probably somewhere watching me and know that I can't find it quite yet. So I guess it's up under that stuff over there. Let's look one more time. I literally just seen the snake earlier, so I know she's in here somewhere, obviously. Let me go get my little snake wand situation. So we have found Judas right here. This is Judas. Let me give you a better. Judas was hiding in the substrate. All that work, it took me like 5 minutes to find her, but she was hiding in the substrate. So So this is Judas. Judas is a palmetto corn snake, so she's white with orange and brown spots around her. She is slowly getting used to me. When I first got her, she was a little bitey, and she would wiggle her tail as if she was a rattlesnake. So I'm gonna be giving her 2 of the smaller pinkies. See if I can get a good look at her. So yeah, this is a palmetto corn snake. This is Judas. Y'all see her? Hey, so let me apologize for this video being so long. This is kind of my first time being able to really talk in the video. This video is long. I'm gonna work on the video not being so long. But what we got here is, I want to say Judas so bad, but Blanco. Even still, Blanco. Blanco here, Blanco is a palmetto corn snake. Blanco takes forever. Oh my God. Blanco takes forever to eat. Um, I think it took like 30 minutes for her to eat both of these mice. But nonetheless, she ate them. Um, it is what it is. Like Judas, if you notice Judas, I show Judas, Judas eats her mice or her food a whole lot quicker than Blanco. So I'm upstairs and I'm about to feed Judas. It takes so long to feed Blanco because Blanco takes forever to eat. Forever. But we done. So now we up here with Judas, and let me show you all Judas's enclosure. This is Judas's enclosure. You can see Judas's tail right there. And Judas's face is right there. So we're gonna have to get Judas out of here. So this is Judas. Judas is a lot bigger than Blanco. Judas has gotten a lot bigger. Judas is probably like 7, 8 months old now. So this is Judas. Starting to look like a real little sneaky. Judas is looking like a little snaky instead of a worm. Judas is every bit of like 2 feet, I think. Judas got to be like 2 feet. But we're gonna get Judas fed, okay? We're gonna get Judas fed. There's your green light. You can tell I'm using my iPhone, but this is Judas. Judas is growing lovely, growing real nice. And I actually got a orange snake to match the decor on my second floor in this loft. This is Judas. Judas is my first snake. Judas eats a whole lot quicker. Judas is actually, I think I said 2 feet in this video, but Judas is actually pushing 3 feet long. Um, Judas is also a snake where both corn snakes do this, where they actually will eat the food before it's actually unalive from them restricting it or whatever. But yeah, this is old Judas. Good morning, everybody. It's actually the next morning. After I got done feeding my two snakes, it took so long for Blanco to eat, but whatever. She's been like that since I've had her. She always just takes forever to eat, but it's cool. Anyway, I had agreed to keep my goddaughter, and it was getting close to the time for my goddaughter to get here. So I did look at the instructions and things like that last night, and I was gonna get everything laid out so that when I recorded everything last night, y'all would see just the actual work. But last night was just more so making sure my goddaughter was good and everything like that. So I did not want to wake her up with the drill and things like that. So I actually just put her back to sleep this morning. I fed her, and I'm gonna wait for her parents to come pick her up. And once they pick her up, I will finish this task. Not task. I'm gonna finish this to-do list that I have for myself, which is putting these lights up. I may do a few more things after I get these lights up, and then close out this video. Because I have a good bit of content on here already with the snake feeding and this, and hopefully y'all like the snake feeding. Some people don't like snakes. A lot of people don't like snakes actually. But I'm actually just really getting up. I just fed my dog. I brush my teeth and things like that, shower, and then I'll pick y'all back up and we can finish getting my little to-do list done. What is up, y'all? It's a little later in the day. The next day, and I'm about to get these lights put up so that we can get them attached to Alexa. I probably should do the Alexa part first, if I'm being honest. To make sure everything is looking even, I went and got a cardboard, and I cut it to the size that I want it to be from the front of the cabinet. So as I go down, all the lights will actually be, symmetric or in line or whatever you want to call it. So that's what I'm going to work on. I'll get you some popcorn, but I'm going to speed this up so that until I'm ready to talk, y'all just watch me move slow. Sure. I've been mostly a DeWalt type of tool guy. My dad was like a craftsman type of person, or he had a lot of craftsman tools, I thought, or I felt maybe. Or I know my dad told me that craftsman tools were good when he was alive. So I do have like craftsman tools, still to this day. I still use craftsman tools. But I have some Milwaukee drill bits that I'm gonna be using today to put holes in this cabinet. And being that this wire is not that thick, so I don't have to worry about having a hole too big in the cabinets. Just for the aesthetics of things. don't judge how I'm putting it together, but I'm doing what I got to do. So, sorry. I think it looks pretty good, to be honest. That's a really good upgrade. Last one. I actually use my lips to push it up to on this side for some reason I was having a time keeping it what's the word I'm looking for? Damn. Fuck. Whatever. Keep it balanced or whatever. I kept trembling and shit, so it was fucking me up a little. I mean messing me up. I said I wasn't gonna curse on this page, but y'all just got those. But I'm gonna try not to. Okay. So now I'll be screwing a hole in the what you call it over here in the cabinets to run the wires. So what I'm about to do is I'm actually about to just run this wire up over and just meet up there, as opposed to having it down here running up under the stove that's heating everything like that. I prefer it go over the cabinet as opposed to under it with heat and things like that, and then I mess up the wire and then having to replace it. So we're not gonna do that. Okay, so let me show you all what this is looking like. So I've installed the lights. I don't necessarily like all those wires, but we're gonna have to just make do with what we got. The wires are not horrible as long as they stay up. Maybe at some point I can just cut these and just, you know, splice it there and it won't be so many wires. But for right now, this is getting the job done. Let me clean this camera. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, so it's in a straight line. Generally straight line. One of them is slightly off, but y'all ain't got to know. Anyway, that was a little work putting that in. But anyway, I got it done. And so how I'm going to do it, all the housing for it is gonna go up here behind my spices and things like that. I'm gonna use those extra wires to tie these wires up. And this right here is like the transmitter for the remote. So I just wanted to make sure this still works here in the cabinet, and it does. So I put everything up here, and I'm gonna put that on the back of the cabinet there. Then I can put all my spices back in, and you won't even know it's up here. Check that out. But let me get everything together, and then get it connected to Alexa, and then I'll bring y'all back and show you how it goes before I close the video out. So in this video, I'm actually showing how it is now operating properly. It is working with Alexa. I changed it from 50% to 10% lighting to 100% lighting, all through Alexa, and everything is operating hardwired, quote unquote, through the plug that the microwave is also plugged in. This is going to end this video. Again, I apologize for this first video being so long, but don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And thank you for tuning into my little video.